One of them days, one of them everydays, mind ablaze, expressed rhythmically, pulled out the bass, got the congas in the place, got Mojo beating out the sound. Tomorrow, UMOJA, Mojo, UMOJA, Mojo, UMOJA, Mojo, UMOJA. UMOJA, Mojo, UMOJA, Mojo, Pamoja, Mojo, Pamoja. Ha, UMOJA, Mojo, ha, UMOJA, Mojo, Pamoja, ha, Pamoja mean together, UMOJA mean unity. Mojo means one. That's the cat beating on the drums. Ha! UMOJA, Mojo. Ha! UMOJA, Mojo. Ha! Pamoja, Mojo, huh. Pamoja, Mojo. See, Pamoja, we play together. Mojo, Pamoja, Mojo, UMOJA, Mojo, ha, Pamoja, Mojo, UMOJA. See, we begin as one. Ha, that's Mojo. Mojo. Then we become more than one. See, that's Pamoja. Pamoja. Because together, when we decide the direction, UMOJA, unity. Ha, ha, ha. It's a process. Don't give up. Pamoja, tutashinda. pamoja tutashinda. Together we will win. Together we will succeed. Together we will achieve victory. Pamoja tutashinda. Pamoja tutashinda. That's what Mojo said. And Mojo has not been wrong yet. So Mojo must be right. Shake 'em up, Mojo. Shake 'em up, Mojo. Shake 'em up, Mojo. Sikukuu KWANZAA UMOJA, first day of KWANZAA. UMOJA, it's the principle of unity. Someone asked me a question today in an email. It said, Brother Larry, do you think it's necessary for 40 million black people to have unity for us to make any progress? That's not unity, man. The process of eradicating the scourge from our existence consciously is unity, man. 40 million black people will never do anything together except be black people. That's unity, man. Now, if 40 million black people were acting like black people, if 40 million black people were acting like Moors, if 40 million black people were acting like Hebrew Israelites, if 40 million black people were acting like anything, that would be unity. But would it be constructive unity? Would it be productive unity? See, it doesn't take 40 million of us to start this ball rolling, this snowball effect. But first of all, we have to realize that the battlefield has been cleverly moved to your mind. How can you realistically talk about engaging in a physical campaign against an enemy when you are not mentally prepared, when you don't mentally perceive yourself as one? So if you don't mentally perceive yourself as one, moving in one direction, you could never be seriously discussing military operations against the enemy. That's just ludicrous. So we understand that people use rhetoric in order to make points that they feel they lack, a a different context in order to make that point. So they frame these arguments in that way, but it's rhetoric. There is no revolution going on. The revolution that needs to go on is the one that the late Brother Gil Scott Heron alluded to in his statement. The revolution will not be televised. Now, it is my interpretation of that statement that Brother Gil, genius that he was referring to your mind. You have to change your mind. You have to change your perspective. You have to change the way that you look at yourself before any serious progress can be made in a sustainable way. Because if you think of yourself the way that these cats think of themselves as niggas, when you get to whatever future you think you are going to have, you are still going to be a nigga. And if you are a nigga in the future, you are going to behave like niggas in the present, like niggas in the past. You understand? It's just not serious. That's just childish. Now, when I say I represent the adult perspective, that's what I mean. I recognize the difference between a child and a man. And when brothers get serious and brothers begin to talk in a serious way about the issues that we face in our communities respectively, then we can dialogue across the communities and start to connect ourselves in this country, and then we can broaden our perspective and our scope and start to engage our brothers in other continents. You understand? But we got to first be able to be serious about this thing we say we have to do. Remember freedom? We was on a progressive march towards it, but somehow we got derailed. We got tricked. We're in the clubs now. We're making it rain. We're having fun instead of struggling to be free again. We partying. We want Shorty to pop that thing. It's Shorty's birthday, and we want to watch Shorty wiggle around on a goddamn stage. That's not freedom, man. That's not the pursuit of freedom. That's some nonsense. Got sidetracked, got tricked. Partying, man. Cut it out. I mean, if you're serious. People in other parts of the world look at us like we goddamn clowns. We talking about we oppressed. Yet still, we walking around with $700 pants on, $300 sneakers, $500 jackets. We riding in big fancy cars with leather seats and drop down DVD players, blasting music. But we oppressed, huh? We throw away money like the shit is made on trees, and we complain there's no jobs, so the babies we can't feed, we abandon them and watch them run rampant in the street, and we oppressed. Man, the whole goddamn world be laughing at us, huh? I'm trying to raise your consciousness level to make you think seriously about yourself, the things that you come across every day, man. Speak to them, man. If you know better, raise a brother's consciousness. It's your obligation to pull his coat. You can't just walk by and watch him and know he about to sink. How the fuck he gonna float? He lack the means. He's never been taught. You think he know better, but you're not responsible. You never took the time out to tell him, to make sure that he knows. You just assume, and that shit is a trick. They tricking you. Got you thinking that these kids out here know better when nobody ever taught them better. I know better than that. Some of them really think twisted, in fact. They think the shit that they say is actually real. In fact, they're the victims of some clever goddamn FBI coin-toe tactics. You know how they do. They did it before. What makes you think they stopped? Seen the Black Panther lately, y'all? I'm talking about the cats that used to feed the babies, the cats that used to organize. I'm talking about the ones we used to see with the rifles. Seen them lately? Not me. And I be on the lookout. I move around all over the place. Now I stay on the lookout. I don't see no progressive movements. I don't see nobody showing out. I don't see no masses of black people saying we want freedom now. What happened? What happened to the struggle? They tricking you. See, I told you it's psychological. You're not fighting because you don't even understand. They tricking you, man. Tricking you. I'm telling you how they do. They constantly hit you with high definition